Hi guys, day 15. Let's go. So, we finally. Oh, insurgency now? It's the deal with insurgency? Oh, it's not who these became. So, yeah, Colombia is basically dead, shall we say. Ally is. Well, Brazil is pushing up here. What's all this about? Okay, just stuff being built, right? How long would it take to mobilize more MPA? Because my goal is to try to get it below half a day, if I'm being honest. Because then I can probably pump out 2 a day with no issues, and we're having server connection issues. Oh well, I do have other stuff I can talk about. Like, what's next to research? It's day 16, which means I don't think I can really search anything I'd want to. I am increasing the effectiveness of SAMS, though. But let's look at the news while we're waiting for the server to work. So I'm here by insurgency. Okay, here we go. Venezuela's using vehicles. Okay, now everything's like kind of backlog filling. So Thailand has armored, so maybe tank destroyers would be good to have too. It's hard to tell though. Thailand has a bomber squad, as I thought. That is good to know. So he has combat recon, motorized AFVs. Okay, that's all I need to know. That made my life so much easier. That little bit of information is going to go a long way. Because I'm not going for tank destroyers as a result. Actually, I don't even need to. Mechanized are a direct counter to armor. At least an infantry counter to it, shall we say. Because this is AFVs. They'll A, they have 30. So 830. Let's kind of tell one a mechanized, which deals 5 with HE22. That's true. They do get produced faster, though. But yeah. But that just means I will have to start preparing more SAMs, is all that means. So that means my guess that he was going for bombers was completely correct. So let's start you up, which is going to take all my resources. I should still be able to make mechanizer, which are more expensive thanks to the upgrade. So yeah, I think I'm just going to hold all my resources for now. So my friend I'm in Iraq, but it looks like he's pulling it back to fight Venezuela. Oh, actually, that is a weird position to move it to. I'm going to ask him about it when he gets on. Let's split you up and have this patrol. It's not out of range, despite what you may think. Quit basing off the jet range. I wish I had fixed that glitch, though. Where even though I have it split off, it still bases it off the jet's range and not its actual splitting off range. But yeah, as I slowly upgrade these points become easier to defend. Because what I gotta do is really hit this one now. So that here... Actually, hold on. Okay, they could run by this. So maybe here would be better. But it's all subjective. I'd still say with radar, though. This thing. So here, 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 and here. Now cut off. The last one I gotta do is here, and basically the entire left side's fine. And also probably put someone at Panama. So that way, you know, they can't just come in through there. And if I do get more with longer range, I'll of course push him out to farther areas. But let's go over here and look at Thailand. I've heard it said both ways. I've heard people call it Thailand, but I'm more accustomed to saying Thailand. I don't know which one's right. If y'all tell me, I'd be very happy. So these guys have heavy bombers. If he's going for a level 5 airbase, that's going to raise a huge red flag for me. He has to be going for missiles. I really feel like it, because it's weird that he's not going for anything else except air. Unless he's a new player. Like, that'd be, like, one possible outcome. Like, let's look. The town is destroyed by China. Town is destroyed by China. China is actually kind of... kind of beat him back, actually. And this is China, so if it's a recon battalion, I think we can assume that is probably from one of these areas over here. Because despite him pushing up so hard, he actually hasn't really hurt China militarily yet. He has heavy bombers. Interesting. Now let's look at Greece. Well, let's look at coalitions. What's new? I pact to protect the state city. Okay, buddy, you're dead. So Greece would be. Let me think. Because like the full map, I have to think of the full perspective. Yeah, Greece is north of Africa, and to the right is Thailand. Let's see, is there for any better ships? Maybe subs. Sorry, he's going for air. Unless it's a capital, which it isn't. Says 5 damage, I don't know. Level 3. Level 3 means SAMS and all that. Level 2, which means strikers. And no, yeah, strikers with superiority fighters, I believe. Better naval, so destroyer. I mean, it's kind of insane, because believe it or not, I don't think a lot of people go for frigates. Maybe asking, what's a frigate? It's bigger than corvette, smaller than a destroyer, from what I know. But in this game, it's the anti-air unit of water, and I know a lot of people don't go for it. Like, I've sunk navies with MPAs because they do not go for it. So yeah, you know, it is what it is after all, and pretty insane too, I'd say. But yeah. So you going though? So this being built, we have a lot of components. What could be built with only components? I was building an air base over here, so I could do it. The MPA, I mean. So yeah, this would be a good one. I should probably increase the industry production of supplies, though, if I do have the resources, which I do not. I will in probably like 10 minutes from now. By that, I mean, this is kind of the insane thing, though, in this. Sorry if I'm saying a lot, but I honestly don't think Greece or Thailand could kill us. I know, that's probably something stupid to say, but let's see what our allies do in terms of navy. Okay, he's gonna max out supplies, respect. That max out takes 2 to 3 days extra. Yeah, 2 days or so. But he is not going for any units? Interesting. What about Peru? Other ally. He still only has 1 bomber. I'm surprised he doesn't go for more. Like, I know I'm like the most experienced. And every time I get on for the first time in a day, I always do a lot of stuff. But I'm just surprised they're not building a bigger navy. Is all. In fact, Greece probably is already bigger than this guy's, Brazil's. As long as Brazil keeps it leveled up, though, we'll be doing pretty good. He hasn't leveled up Corvettes in a while. Hasn't leveled up his destroyer. Focusing on infantry, I believe, if I'm not mistaken then. This would be, yeah, so he got an infantry upgrade. I think I heard, when I talked to both of them 2 or 3 days ago, I think one of them mentioned going for anti-air stuff. So he's upgrading his stuff. So infantry and navy. Maybe he's going for cruisers too, I don't know. You know, his naval bases, from what I saw, can't support it just yet. But, let's look up here, though, at Peru. Level 3, which would be the first 2. Okay. Then he has bombers, which are level 3, which I believe is the maximum, too, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I see. So I'm going to be the anti-air armored guy, kind of. So, yeah. So, I mean, I feel like I should have more things to do components, so my components are not being as much as supplies, so it kind of balances out. But essentially, I got mechanized, artillery, anti-air, and anti-water. I don't have a navy though. But yeah, getting a lot of MPAs may be the way to win. Anyway, let's look at Patagonia. These guys are almost dead finally. And gone. Chile is too. Because apparently, they have like a little small province down here that was theirs. Yeah. That I did not see. It started with an M. This one. I did not see Magdalena. I got it though. So yeah. So he's bringing this up here to shoot who? Maracaibo. Who's like moving it so it only shoot if there's enemies on it. See, this is something I don't think I understand. But my ally over here could use his bomber to hit this guy if he wants to support him.
Reporting for duty.
Then again, as far as I know, this is like one of the first times in conflict though, it may not know that he can do that to help without hurting his allies, because I don't know how Hearts of Iron is like. I never played it. But yeah. I wish I had like more of an ability to help my ally up here though, but I really don't. Anyway. Well, I do actually. I'm gonna send artillery up there. Hold on. I'm already sending one artillery piece. I don't think I have more, do I? No. I do not. I have SAMS. Artillery there would be good for countering potential ships. But yeah, this is me with my anti-air. This is like legit me prepping for the long game though. Because I'll probably put 2 to 3 of these guys on each place if I can. So that way these bombers know that I'm serious. Like, let's look at max level bombers real quick. And how much health they have. 33. Let's look at maxed out SAMs. Yeah, 3 of these would kill them off. That's insane. And they each would have a good missile defense thing too. Would they be able to take out cruises though? Yeah, actually, as long as they're not damaged. Cruise missiles wouldn't work. Ballistic, however, I think would. Yeah. So may also go for theater defense systems eventually, like later on into the game. Which I'll probably just spread out through the country a little bit so we can shoot at stuff. Like maybe 3 SAMs on each city and 1 theater defense system on each one would probably be a good bet, because I believe we can have like a stack of 10 to still defend, if I'm not mistaken. It's only attacking gets encumbered by more than 5. It's up to 10 for defense, as I said, if I remember correctly.
Reporting for duty.
Which seems to be the case. Because okay, his infantry offers to level 3, which this is a weird thing to talk about because it's also based on his level. So that's as far as he can go because he's not high enough level. I think he's like 3 to 4 off from being able to do tier 4. But hey, level 3 ain't bad. In fact, I might go even for an infantry officer too myself. If I have the supplies. Anyway, that's me for this one, y'all. Sorry for making this a bit longer than should have been. Day 16 coming tomorrow. Bye. And also, I know this is like recorded about 1.5 months in advance, but assuming this is still relevant, I do stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, so sometimes do extra streams on the weekends. But if you check out the description below, I should have my Twitch link there if you feel like giving it a gander. So besides that, bye, and join Discord too.